Yo! What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to ignore the noise, right? We're going to strictly look at the charts and not think about, okay, all right, we got this meeting going on, we got that meeting going on. Guys, we're going to ignore the noise and just look at the charts of what's going on with Bitcoin, total market cap, and everything in between. So, if that sounds good to you, let's jump on in, my friends. All right, so what do we got going on for Bitcoin? Well, everything's still the same, right? Everything's still the same. Bitcoin right now chilling at 20,500. To me, my invalidation point is Bitcoin breaking below 20K. Here's the deal. Right now, what we're watching for Bitcoin is it going to hold the previous highs, right? High. Is it going to hold these previous highs and flip them as support? So far, so good, right? And this is what we've been looking for, right? We're stuck in a range between 20,000 and 20,100, right? Let's keep it real. That's what we've been doing. So far, you've came back down and you've retested. For our little wick off accumulation schematic, we were looking for that retest of the previous highs. If we go look at, the wick off over here, we can see that this was posted back, back a couple weeks ago. We were waiting for the rise, the retest of the previous highs, and the continuation, right? That's what we were waiting for. So far, so freaking good. We've gotten that rise. We've gotten that retest of the 50 moving average. We've got the retest of the previous highs, and we're holding it so far. Now, I know what comes next seems absolutely ridiculous. Like, Jordan, there's no way that could happen. How could we pump right now? There's nothing bullish. There's nothing going on in the world right now that's bullish. Listen, people were saying the same thing when prices were down here. What's going to cause a rise? What's going to cause a rise? Well, everyone's short of the freaking bottom, all right? That's the deal. Sometimes you don't need that narrative to push the prices back up. Look at altcoins right now. You got Matic pushing bear market highs. You got BNB pushing not all-time highs, but bear market highs. You got Dogecoin that already broke bear market highs, right? And you got Atom that's coming up to bear market highs. You got altcoins coming up to break highs while everyone's still waiting for lower, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. You don't need that bullish narrative. Oh, what's going to cause it to pump to get that pump, all right? But besides getting that out of the way, really what I'm waiting for here is, 20K is the invalidation here in the short term. We break 20K, it's likely we see, probably come back to the lower box here and retest again. Until we break 20K though, I think everything looks fine, right? Nothing's crazy going on right now. Everything's good in the hood, as they say. And, it's still just chilling below 20K and 21K. I'm still looking for that wick off to play out to the upside. Now, it's not just that. And this is the meat and potatoes of today's video. All right. Once again, I want to state, we're going to ignore the news. We're not going to look at the news. We're strictly just going to look at the charts. Ignore the noise. All right. Let's look at what's going on right now for total market cap, because this is going to tell us what we need to know, my friends. All right, so I firstly want to state on our current cycle, what's been going on? Well, you can see here on the weekly time frame, we made a higher low, right? We got the first dump down to the 200-week moving average on total market caps. You guys can see right here, made a low on this giant capitulation to the downside, rose back up, kept getting rejected from that 20-week moving average, came back down, made a higher low again to the 200-week moving average, going slightly below it, which is okay. We'll look at in the past that this is exactly what happened in the previous cycles as well. We were able to get back above both. And here's the kicker on this. As the 20-week moving average has come down for total market caps, you guys can see right here, and the 200-week moving average has came up. What we'll notice in the past, when this happened in the past, this has been when the market's gotten a nice rally. Right? When you're making those higher low structures on the weekly, 20-week moving average comes down, 200-week moving average comes up. Exactly when they're about to cross is when it seems the market seems to have a little bit of a shift. All right? And you saw right when they're about to cross right here, if Bitcoin and crypto did not have a move up in this past week, they would have crossed, and this would have invalidated this. But it was able to get back above both and hold it. Now, let's look at what happened in the past and compare, right? We're ignoring the noise. We're looking at the charts today. Let's go back to 2019. What happened in 2019? Well, the same thing, right? Big capitulation to the downside. You go slightly below the 200-week, which is fine. You get back above it. You go below it again. You make higher lows in the meantime. And in the meantime, what's going on with our moving averages, right? This is where it gets interesting. We have the 20-week moving average coming down. We have the 200-week moving average coming up exactly when they're about to cross. If crypto does not get over the 20-week moving average at this point, they're going to cross, and this invalidates it. But what happens like freaking magic? Well, then crypto gets that move over the 20-week, and we're off to the races, right? It's like magic. Now, I will say this. I don't think that the move is going to be up like this. I don't think we're going to go to the moon, right? We're going to see, a 4x for Bitcoin. That's a little bit unrealistic at this point. Listen, I'm not that much of a moon boy. I look at the charts and tell me what the charts tell me. If it's a time to be bearish, it's a time to be bearish. Right now, for me, is not a time to be bearish, okay? It's not. If you want to do that, have fun shorting the bottom again. It is what it is. Excuse me, guys. I'm a little bit sick. And I know that's going to ruffle feathers. I'm fine with ruffling little feathers, man. Right now, you check the YouTube comments, you check Twitter. Everything's just negative, right? Everyone's down in the dumps. Yet, like I said, all coins are pushing bear market highs, and everyone's just ignoring it. It is what it is. All right. Now, let's go look back in the previous bear markets. All right. Now, what we'll say about the 2015 bear market is there was not enough data for the 200-week moving average, right? There wasn't enough data. So we have to look at this from a different angle. What's the different angle? Well, 20-week moving average comes down. We don't have the 200-week moving average to give us guidance. But what do we have? We have a higher low structure on the weekly, just like we were doing in our current market, right? Where we had higher low, higher low, higher low. 20-week moving average just comes down. You get squeezed. And what do we say? Like magic, all of a sudden, that's when total market cap gets that push over the 20-week moving average, which is what I'm expecting. It's already happened at this point. We're already above the 20-week moving average, but we were able to get back above. And something like this is what I'm expecting for crypto at this point. Not a moonshot, but sort of this little rally that catches everyone off guard, right? Which this rally right here, from the break of the 20-week moving average, was approximately about, so let's do a little speculation here. It was about 31%, right? From the basically this point to where you broke the 20-week moving average to the highs of that move, right? Something like that is what I'm expecting. I get it. That's the unpopular opinion right now. The popular opinion in the echo chamber, right, to not get harassed is to say, we're just going to go lower, we're just going to go lower, we're just going to go lower. Listen, I'm not going to be an echo chamber, man. The herd's usually wrong. We'll see. The herd's usually wrong. I bet, like always, the YouTube comment section is going to be going nuts. I get it. It is what it is. It was the same thing at the highs when you say the bear market, the bull market's over. The moon boys are getting all ruffled. It is what it is. But here's the same deal, right? And what was the kicker of it all? Like, what was the point? You might be saying, all right, Jordan, that's great, right? But we did the same thing up here, and we just continued lower. What's different about this is the kicker to this, and what starts that is the weekly RSI getting oversold. You guys can see right here on this final capitulation, total market cap, the weekly RSI got to those oversold levels. That's the kicker that kind of starts this little fractal for me, right? Oversold right here in this final little wick, right? We look over here, you might be saying, Jordan, you could have said the same thing right here. No, the kicker was RSI being oversold here in 2018, right here. Higher low weekly structure. And the kicker here was RSI oversold here on June 13th on that capitulation down. Higher low weekly structure. Able to get back above that 20-week moving average. This sounds crazy right now. But like I always like to say, guys, let's see where we are in a couple weeks. Don't find yourself in an echo chamber, because you find yourself in an echo chamber, you're going to get yourself lost, right? You watch the news, it's the same deal, right? The doom boys are now the new boom boys, in my opinion. I get it. The macro looks horrible, but we're ignoring that right now. We're looking at the charts, and the charts, in my opinion, are going to tell you what is going to come next. And the charts, to me, look like upside is next. Call me crazy. We'll see where we are in a couple weeks. I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. New macro videos every single day on this channel. We're going to zoom out on this channel. No daily time frames, weekly time frames, monthly time frames. Crazy stuff's going to happen on this channel. All right? I'm going to go drink some tea. All right? Adios, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next macro video. Peace.